scent of a wine. "I'm tired of sneaking around. I'm ready to let the world know we want to be together." Rachel shook her head. Surely she was wrong about the voice. David would never cheat on her or sneak behind her back. Yes, she should walk away and stop behaving like a voyeur. "I promised you I'd tell her, and I will. I just need to find the right time," the man said. "Don't you trust me?"
"Of course I do, David."
Rachel swallowed a whimper. Who was the young woman stealing her dreams? She leaned forward on the railing and peered around the house. Her best friend, Sharon, was standing beside David. Rachel's world tilted and a gasp escaped her mouth. As if startled by the sound, David and Sharon spun, turning their gazes to Rachel. "Rachel!" Panic flashed in David's eyes as he took a step toward her, then froze. "I was looking for you." Sharon gaped, then spoke. "Rachel?" Rachel shook her head. This had to be a nightmare. How could the two people she loved like members of her own family betray her like this? Anguish at this treachery stole her words and nearly suffocated her. How could you?" she stammered. She took a step back, turned, and ran toward the front door. "Rachel, wait!" Rachel could hear Sharon coming around the corner, shouting, "It's not what you think." Rachel rushed through the front door of the house and raced up the stairs to her bedroom as Sharon's voice chased her, begging her to stop. She stepped into her room, closed the door, and locked it before sinking down onto the corner of her double bed. Grief choked her, and tears trickled down her hot cheeks. All the plans she'd made for her life with David disintegrated into a distant memory as knocks sounded on her door. "Rachel!" Sharon's wobbly voice sounded through the door. "Rachel, please let me in. Let me explain, okay?" "Go away." Rachel's words were muffled as she covered her face with her hands. "Rachel, please listen to me. I never meant to hurt you." Sharon's voice quavered. "We've been friends since first grade. I can't imagine losing your friendship." Rachel swiped her hands across her face and tried to clear the lump from her throat. "Just leave." "No." Sharon's voice was determined. "We need to talk about this." "There's nothing to talk about. You and David betrayed me. It's over." "We were going to tell you. We were waiting for the perfect time to let you know." "That's why you were sneaking around." Rachel shook her head as if Sharon could see her through the door. "I was so naive. I thought you were my best friend." "I am your best friend," Sharon insisted. "This wasn't planned. It just sort of happened." She sniffed. "Please let me in. I want to tell you how sorry I am." "Just go away." Rachel stretched out on her bed, resting her cheek on her cool pillow. Closing her eyes, she allowed her tears to finally flow, washing away her fantasy of marrying David and raising a family with him. For 4 years, she'd believed he'd one day be her husband. Now she was alone. She was 22 and didn't have a boyfriend with whom to plan a future. "Rachel?" Sharon's voice asked from the hallway. "Rachel, please let me in." Rachel pulled a pillow over her head to shield herself from Sharon's pleading voice. She longed for Sharon to leave. There was nothing her former best friend could say to make this better. Rachel's whole world was falling apart. The hallway outside her room grew silent, and Rachel breathed a sigh of relief. She just wanted to be alone. As a fresh rush of tears filled her eyes, Rachel turned and buried her face in her pillow. A few minutes later, another knock sounded on her door. "I said go away." "Rachel?" It was Emily. "Are you all right?" Rachel climbed from the bed and unlocked the door. "Oh, no, what happened? I've been looking for you, and someone said she saw you rush upstairs." Her younger sister's pretty face clouded with concern as she stepped into the room. At 20, she was the shortest of the Fisher sisters, and like their sister Veronica, she had the same blue eyes and blonde hair as their mother. "David and Sharon have been seeing each other behind my back." Rachel sat on the corner of her bed. Emily sat down beside her and shook her head. "I can't believe it." As Rachel recounted the conversation she'd overheard, she felt her hopes and dreams shredding into a million pieces. Her life would never be the same. But as Emily stroked her arm and listened, Rachel was grateful she still had her sisters. Chapter 1. Rachel stood at the front of the classroom and wrote the day's schedule on the dry erase board. She breathed in the sweet aroma of the marker as she worked. Today is the day. The small trailer that housed the school was on the same property as a larger, traditional one-room school building. She turned to glance around the small classroom, and butterflies fluttered in her stomach.